introduction and then we'll have question answer. रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
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 सुंदर विग्रह मेघश्याम सुंदर विग्रह मेघश्याम। गंगा तुलसी शालग्राम शालग्राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
भद्रगिरीश्वर सीताराम
भद्रगिरीश्वर सीताराम।
भद्रगिरीश्वर सीताराम।
भद्रगिरीश्वर सीताराम।
भक्तजन प्रिय सीताराम जनप्रिय सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
जानकी रमणा सीताराम
जानकी रमणा सीताराम।
जानकी रमणा सीताराम।
जानकी रमणा सीताराम।
जय जय राघव सीताराम राघव सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम
सीताराम सीताराम।
भज प्यारे तू सीताराम
भज प्यारे
रे तू सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
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 Sitaram. This is the original version. Generally we have got different Ishvara, Allah, Tero. That was afterwards that was made. Original is this. This was composed by some great devotee of South India. So this was the original. So now only original is coming. Okay. Dakshinamurti is a silent God. Here I see chanting. Can you explain how to worship gods and what is called spirituals from Advaita perspective? Okay, two questions are there. First is Dakshinamurti is a silent God. Here I see chanting. Whose question is there? Okay. So what do you feel that people should go and simply sit there silent? That's what you mean? Since Dakshinamurti is silent God according to you, therefore what we should do? Just be there and silent. That's what you thought?
That's what I see in all Dakshinamurti's temple.
See, Dakshinamurti is not really a silent God in literal sense. Even though people say Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Vivanam. So people understand that Dakshinamurti is always just only doing this and not teaching. No. So Mauna Vyakhya has got a deeper meaning. Mauna Vyakhya means he is revealing the reality not through the usual power of words, called Abhidha Shakti. Means he is not revealing the reality as the immediate meaning of any word. He is revealing reality as the implied meaning of words. That is the implied meaning of Mauna Vyakhya. So Mauna Vyakhya doesn't mean that Dakshinamurti is a silent God. This I am hearing first time title. Dakshinamurti is a silent God. Dakshinamurti is God who is teaching. Imagine I come here and I just sit here. I do like this. What will you understand? With teaching also many people don't understand. Without teaching what they will understand? So silent God is a title given by us. I have not seen that it is called silent God. He is teaching through silence, which is implied, which is conveying the idea that he is teaching through implications. This is what happens. People generally take a superficial idea and therefore they think that Dakshinamurti is a silent God. There is no such thing. And even if Dakshinamurti is a silent God, I have to express my prayers through words only, even if he is silent. Like somebody is keeping silence, but when you go to that person, you want to communicate, what do? You talk to the person. You want to express your needs, you have to talk to the person. Because you don't want to take a chance. In silence language you say something, he will understand opposite thing. You want to say, I want, and he understands, I don't want. So, problem. And therefore you speak. Even to silent people you speak. In fact, one thing I have observed, talkative people like silent people. Yes. You know that? Because they can talk. If both are talkative, then what? So, even if we assume that Dakshinamurti is silent, but still we definitely offer prayers through words. There is nothing wrong in it. Even if we accept, really speaking, Dakshinamurti is not silent God in the way generally it is understood, or it is understood by this person. But even if he is, there is nothing wrong in chanting, doing this puja, etc. So, he is being silent is okay. Like some husbands are very silent, but wives keep on talking. So, it happens. So, similarly, here also let Bhagavan be silent. We will be talking, we will be chanting. Because he doesn't require any punyam. We require punyam. We want our prayers to be answered. And when we want to offer prayer, offer in clear terms. And doing the chanting is a karma. which will give the result. Dakshinamurti doesn't need any result. Therefore, he doesn't have to speak. We have to speak because we want results. So, chanting is a right thing to do in front of Dakshinamurti. How to worship God from spiritual Advaita perspective? See, if you are remaining in this vision all the time, I am non-dual Brahma, I am Akarta, Abhokta, Asanga, I alone am in the form of all jivas, the entire Jagat, and even Ishvara. You don't require to go to the temple, you don't require any worship. But conditions apply, no? The condition is you are remaining in that vision. If you are not remaining vision and you have got so many reactions, only Advaita is when everything is going well, we are Advaita. Somebody told one Swamiji. He says, Swamiji, when everything is going okay, I am Advaiti. But when I get problems, I again become Dvaiti and Pahimam, Trahibam, please help me, protect me. If that is your situation, then how to see that even though from the standpoint of reality, I am non-dual Brahman alone, but Vyavaharika Drishtya, I am accepting Dvaitam. Like all players and umpire, all of them are human beings, equal. But when game is going on, umpire words are final. In fact, olden days they used to salute also. There used to be a particular way of saluting the umpire. They taking guards, they call it. So, umpire is to be respected. You cannot talk against him. Why? Because you are in the game. Outside the game, you can put your hand on the shoulder, no problem. In the game, you cannot do. In the game, you have to respect him, you have to listen to him. Similarly, in reality, I and Ishvara are one. But when I am doing transactions, we offer prayers. And especially when you are in Grihastha you are a role model to your children or your siblings or your juniors. And even if you don't need puja, etc. for yourself, to set a right example, not setting a wrong example, you should go to the temple, you should do puja. Because you are a role model. Even if you yourself don't need, but you need to do it. Because otherwise you are sending a wrong example. People do not know what is your nishtha, but your children or your younger brothers or those who are looking up to you, they think that, see, my father or my uncle or my brother, he is highly evolved, and he doesn't go to the temple. So temple going is not necessary. And human being has got this problem. They always try to get the precedence to justify one's weakness. He will not see the person who is going to the temple. That this Swamiji, even though he is an Advaita teacher, he is going to the temple. That he will not see. What do you see? Oh, he is studying Advaita, not going to temple, so not go. So, in Shastra, in Bhagavad Gita, this idea is highly emphasized. Loka sangraham evapi sampashyan kartum arhasi. Bhagavan is telling Arjuna that even seeing this well-being of people, seeing this, the consideration of setting right example, not setting a wrong example also, you should do what a householder is supposed to do. When you are playing the role, play it well. Don't do it half-heartedly. Or you become sannyasi. Suppose you don't want to do this, then if you are happen to be in that setup, then you have to follow all the norms of a householder. Otherwise you will be setting a wrong example. Or you take that type of life where you will not be a wrong precedence. And so Advaita's drashti is that. The question is what is the from Advaita perspective how to worship. One thing is you are temporarily assuming the duality for vyavaharika purpose, for the transactional purpose, and you worship. And you can say, I am worshipping myself. I am the truth behind the worshipper and worshipped. How nice it is. Sometimes, the child is alone and he wants to play chess. How will he play? He will play from this side, he will go there and they play from that side. Even the playing card also they do like this. So he is alone, so he will make two and he start from this, start from here. That's what we do. So similarly, you say that I alone am there and I am doing it so that people don't get wrong example. So Advaita Drishti is not shaken by Dvaita Vyavahara. By the duality transaction, it is not shaken. Dvaita Satyatva Buddhi, the sense of reality to duality, that will be contradictory with the vision of Advaita. Giving the reality to the duality, the sense of reality to duality, that will be contradictory and obstacle to the vision of Advaita. The transactional duality is not an obstacle. In fact, if you can handle the transactional duality in spite of having the vision of non-duality, then only your vision of non-duality is pakka, is perfect, is very strong. Otherwise it is something like, Swamiji, I can drive but only in the ground. When the open ground is there, no, Swamiji, I can drive. I cannot drive on the road. It means your driving is not good. Isn't it? No, Swamiji, nobody is there on the road that I can drive. There are some people who can say, nobody is there, Swamiji, I can drive. But if somebody is there, I cannot drive. It means your driving is not up to the mark. When is your driving considered to be okay? When you can drive even though so many other cars are there and they are coming, narrow lane is there, and how you manage. That is, especially India you drive, in RS Puram and all this you drive, then only you are, or Gandhi, what is it? Gandhipuram is there, no? Gandhipuram, Crescent Road, a cut road is there, no? Something cut road is there. Cross cut road. There you drive. So then only your driving is correct. Similarly, even when experiential duality is there, still my vision is only one non-dual Brahman is appearing as this dualistic world. Then only your perspective of the Advaita vision is complete, your abidance is complete. As long as you are afraid of duality, disgusting duality, your vision of non-duality is not complete. It is like something like, Swamiji, my immunity is very good, but I should not go to any area where, I should not go to the hospital. I get infected. Then it means your immunity is not good. It is not that you have to go to the hospital. But if you happen to be going, you are not afraid. Then only your immunity is good. You are all the time, no, Swami, I have to wear that 95 mask. That mask, that N95 or something. That it is not. So this non-duality is not, in the absence of duality, non-duality in spite of experiential transactional duality. What is Advaitam? What is the Dvaitam? How do I incorporate both disciplines in my life? This is your question, no? Refined question. Okay. So, let me tell, Dvaitam means Dvida itam. I am subject and the entire world is the object. I am the subject. Subject means the knower and entire world is the object. I and the world are different. So the difference between I and the world, I and the Lord and the world, that difference is called Dvaitam. And considering the duality to be reality is called Dvaitavada, dualism. Dualism means what? Considering the subject-object duality Lord world duality, I Lord duality to be real, that is called dualism. Is it clear? Considering this duality to be reality is called dualism. What is Advaitam? Advaitam means understanding, Advaitam means the non-duality of reality. The truth behind everything is only one. The truth behind Jiva, all Jivas, all individuals, the entire world, Jagat and Ishvara is one and the same. The reality, the truth behind all individuals, Jiva, Jagat, the world, and Ishvara, the Lord, is one and the same, called Brahma. That vision is called Advaitam or Advaita Drishti. Advaitam means non-duality. Non-duality means the reality being non-dual. This fact is called non-duality. The reality behind everything is non-dual. That status of being non-dual is called non-duality, Advaitam. In simple words, Advaitam means the truth behind everything is one, non-dual, is called Advaitam. Like what? Water behind the waves, forms, whirlpools, even the ocean is one and the same. That is called non-duality of water. And here in Advaitam, we say that at the level of the names and forms, non-substantial names and forms, duality is very much there. So there is acceptance of duality in the vision of non-duality. Only thing we say, there is experience of duality, but there is no reality of duality. Is it clear? There is experience of duality. The forms are different, waves are different. Waves are different, whirlpools are different. Breakers are different. So at the experience level, at the level of name and forms, differences are accepted. But those differences are non-substantial. And therefore, these differences are unreal. Similarly, all jivas, the entire Jagat and Ishvara, at the experience level, there is difference. We accept. But the truth behind all of them is one and the same reality, which is called Brahma. So Brahman is what? The limitless reality behind all jivas, the entire Jagat and Ishvara. That non-dual, the Brahman being non-dual reality behind Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara, that vision is called Advaitam. So Advaitam is the truth, the reality is one. Appearances are varied, many and varied, no doubt. So I was telling this evening, Advaita Drishti, the vision of non-duality, can give some place to duality. Means, in our understanding of reality, duality also has a place. So we can say duality is true from the standpoint of names and forms, from the standpoint of transaction, experience, duality is true. Duality is acceptable. Experientially, we accept duality. Who says? Advaiti. So, non-dualist is able to accept duality. But if you ask dualist, do you accept non-duality in any manner? They will not accept. So, this itself is a proof what is truth. Truth is that which is comprehensive, inclusive. So, Advaita can accommodate Dvaita. Dvaita cannot accommodate Advaita. Means we have a place for them in our heart. They don't have any place for us in their heart. That itself shows what is truth. Truth is always that which is comprehensive. Therefore,
So what they are saying is God is separate, you are separate.
God is, who says?
The Dvaita.
Yes. You are a dasa, you are a servant, devotee of Ishvara, and you are always different. You cannot become identical one with Ishvara. Whereas we say, at the level of truth, at the level of names and forms, a costume level, there is a difference. We accept. Happily accept. We don't have problem. Like in drama, I can play double role, triple role. I don't have problem. In fact, mono acting, one person alone becomes Rama and Ravana both. Becomes or not? Is there any problem? Does he get any confusion? No. Same person becomes Rama also, Ravana. He just has to turn like this. He turns and he becomes Ravana. He turns and he becomes Rama. Similarly, I, Brahman, alone am in the form of all jivas, the entire world, and even Ishvara, with different names and forms. That is the vision of Advaita. So we, Advaiti, the non-dualist, we accept Dvaita. Therefore one Swamiji said nicely, he said if there is a meeting of Dvaitis, a meeting of Advaitis, all non-dualist acharyas have come, and at that time Dvaiti acharya comes. So we will have a chair for him. Okay, you also come. You also sit. Ukarungo, we will say. But in the meeting of Dvaitis, Advaiti goes. No place for us. How they will accommodate? They cannot say, no, from the names and forms angle Advaita is right. They cannot say like this. So they cannot accommodate us, Advaiti. Whereas we said you have a place in our heart. That is the greatness of Advaita. We can accommodate Vishishta Advaiti, we can accommodate Dvaiti, and of course we are having the vision of Advaita. That is why Advaiti will not have any problem with anybody. Aap bhi aaye, you also come. That is why Advaiti doesn't fight with anybody. They may have problem with us, we don't have problem with them. In fact, that is how a sadhaka should be. Sadhaka's approach is this: I do not have problem in talking to anybody. I always tell this. Sadhaka can have this vratam. What is the vratam? I can talk to anybody. There is nobody with whom I don't talk to. There is, some people, Swami, I don't talk to this person. I don't talk to this person. I don't like to talk to this person. It means your emotional maturity is not there. There should not be any person in the world to whom you don't talk to, you don't smile at. I have kept this in my life as a vratam. There is nobody in my life whom I don't talk to. Anybody, whatever he has done, he may have problem. I don't have problem. He may just try to, bypass me or try to avoid me. That is his problem. But if I see the person, I will talk to him, I will smile at the person. That is how it should be. There is nobody. Yeah, we may have boundaries. So certain things we don't interact with some people. Some work we don't give to the person because he has difficulties. Certain things we don't do. That is all right. But there is nobody whom I don't talk to, whom I cannot smile at. That is the test. The spiritual pursuit is this. There is accommodation of all. You may have boundaries, no problem. So Advaita means this, all inclusive. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad it is said very nicely that if you consider any group of people to be away from you, that person or that group will become an obstacle to your moksha. If you consider that Brahma yam yaparadat, Brahma tam paradat ya atmanaha anyam Brahma Veda, something like that. It says that if you consider Brahmana to be different from oneself, keeping distance, I will not meet the Brahmanas, I will not meet Kshatriyas, I will not meet Shudras. If that type of division is there, in your vision of yourself, you have kept somebody out, that person will become an obstacle to your moksha. Figuratively, I say that that person will not sign for your moksha. So he will object your moksha. It's a nice thing, you know. So you don't have any animosity with anybody, otherwise your moksha is in trouble. Like you want to go abroad, then you have to have the no objection certificate. So similarly, you will not get no objection certificate for moksha. Therefore, don't have from your side. People may have some problem with you. They may have problem. They don't speak to me, but I speak to them. That is how it should be. Advaita drashti is that there is no rejection of anyone. Everybody is accepted. Puja Swamiji used to say, to understand Advaita, you should have the heart like space. In space, everything is accommodated. It is not only good people are accommodated by space. Wrong people are staying where? In space only. Wrong people are not driven out of space. Nobody. So there is Advaita drashti is there. Parasparam viruddhyante teihi ayam na viruddhyate. In Mandukya Karika very nicely said. He said they fight with each other, but we do not fight. From our side we don't have fight. How nice it is. That you can smile at any person in the world. Anybody. Whatever that person has done. You know that that person is criticizing, manipulating, whatever it is. But you can smile at the person. You can talk to the person. If he comes, you say, hello, namaste. बाद में बोले पढ़ो रोस्ते. So means, but means you go take your path. But that is okay. That if required, we say that. But we should be able to say namaste to anybody. So Advaita is that. So if you are Advaita student, don't reject anyone from your heart. Transactionally you can say that, see, today I am busy, you please come tomorrow or something you can say. You may not allow the person to enter. But enter into your house. But not rejecting the person from your heart. Don't hate anybody, reject anybody from your heart. Your heart is big enough to accommodate everybody. That's what Advaita is. You understood what is Advaita? Okay. Could Swamiji please tell the Anvaya of the shlokas, if possible? Okay, I will tell. Because see, most of you may not be knowing even. How many of you know what is Anvaya? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 3 and 1 more is there, 4. Still I will give very quickly. Anvaya means syntactical connection. In shloka, Sanskrit, there is a syntactical connection. So generally when we study, we give Anvaya. But here if I say Anvaya, then some people say, what is happening? But I will try. If I remember, I will try. What is the difference between a sannyasi and avadhuta? Both are same or different? Slight difference is there. Sannyasi and avadhuta. Sannyasi will be still following the norms for sannyasi. He will be wearing particular dress, And whatever a sannyasi is supposed to be doing, he will be doing. Whereas avadhuta doesn't fall under that category. He is beyond all categories. The sannyas also is one ashrama. He is beyond all varna and all ashramas. So that is the difference. He is like is beyond all categories. Sannyasi is itself is one category. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. So sannyasi is one of the stages of life, whereas he is beyond all that. So uncategorized one.
Extension to this question.
Yeah. How to practice that one? How?
Is Brahmajnani same as Avaduta?
Brahmajnani may be Avaduta, may not be Avaduta. But Avaduta, the real Avaduta will be always Brahmajnani. Brahmajnani may not be Avaduta, but Avaduta, real Avaduta will always be Brahmajnani. Is it clear? All Brahmajnani may not be Avaduta. Like Shankaracharya ji was not Avaduta. Our Pujya Swamiji, Swami Chinmayananji, Ramana Maharshi may not be categorized as Avaduta. They were following certain norms. Whereas these people may take bath, may not take bath. They may go to the temple, may not go to the temple. They are like beyond all categories. Is it clear? Alright, then how to practice the objectivity and subjectivity in our day-to-day life? Whose question is it? Your question? Amma, objectivity is to be practiced. Subjectivity already we have. Subjectivity we don't have to practice. See, let us understand the word objectivity and subjectivity. Objectivity means seeing things as they are. When I entered, light went off. Oh, I am very unlucky. This is subjectivity. Light went off and it will come. Objectivity. That is why don't take credit when somebody says, oh, you came and light came. So next time light goes and when somebody says, oh, Swamiji, you came and light came. So yeah, it happened to be like this. If you take too much, heart, we generally like to take all praise. So you take it next time, how will you handle it? You will be like down. So you will stay outside when light goes. When light comes, only I will enter. All these things you have to do. So objectivity means seeing things as they are. Light went off. This is how we are in the village, in a rural area, this happens. This is called objectivity. Subjectivity is this. Seeing something which is superimposed by us. This person is lucky for me. This person is unlucky for me. Many people have this. Swamiji, I saw this person, so he is very lucky for me. So all this is what subjectivity. Today I got up and then I saw a cat. And therefore today I don't know what will happen. All this is subjectivity. I saw an animal which is called cat. This is objectivity. People are so particular. Here in South India, number 8 is considered to be unlucky. You know that? So one person who was given room number 26.
It's wide open.
Huh? You are in 26? So are you feeling unlucky?
No.
Then okay, good. Very nice.
But Swamiji, I'm the only one staying on top. Nobody else is there.
Ah.
Last night I was very scared while walking.
We can give you ground floor.
No, now I'm okay.
Okay.
But while walking in that passage, I was very scared. No lights, nothing.
Oh.
But the minute I entered inside, I switched the light immediately.
No, but we can give you ground floor. Must be some rooms, I am sure. Do you want?
But now I'm settled there.
Yeah. Good. You alone there, yeah. So you can talk little loudly also on phone. And also see, one thing is, she is in first floor, alone, and number 26.
I don't know if
You know that any number which adds up to 8, that considered unlucky. You know, Anand? Have you heard this? Anybody has heard this? So here one person wanted to do something in the room 26. So she was given 26. She said, no, I will not take 26. You give me 27. What is this? This is subjectivity. So, whatever number is given, people are afraid of number 13, So, that they said 13 will not go. What is this? Go, in fact, we should go 13, so less traffic.
The goddess is Sarva Mangala.
Huh?
The goddess of 13th day is Sarva Mangala.
Sarva Mangala.
Yes.
13th day is Sarva Mangala?
Sarva Mangala.
Oh, okay. So, really speaking, in fact, that day only we should go. But so, we have so much subjectivity understood now. Seeing things with our superimposition. That is called subjectivity.
This is a day-to-day small example.
Objectivity means what? Somebody says something. Suppose somebody says that you are not good, or you are manipulative, you are like this. So, you give too much value to his words. Based on that, you start looking upon yourself. That is called subjectivity. You see the comment of the person, is there any truth in it? No truth in it. So you keep it as it is. Okay, that person said because of his background. That is called objectivity. And also objectivity means somebody in the family, after some time they depart. So objectivity is anybody who is born is subject to go. Objectivity. Subjectivity means I am very unlucky, therefore with me alone it happens. That is subjectivity. Objectivity means seeing things as they are, not adding any extra idea, extra value. That is called objectivity. Seeing things as they are. Person is a person, that's all. He has got long nose, therefore he must be like this. People say like this. Maybe so, may not be so. We need not. That is objectivity. It's a very, very useful thing. When you see things as they are, then you can add further afterwards. Your objectivity can take finer dimension. Looking upon any object, any person to be source of happiness is subjectivity. You tell me, how many of you like jackfruit? Many of you like jackfruit. I don't like jackfruit. But I don't find any problem with jackfruit. I don't say that jackfruit has got some problem. It doesn't suit my taste. That's all. So jackfruit is not the source of sukham or dukkham. That is objectivity. Because of my samskara, certain smell or something, he doesn't relish. That's all. But I don't look upon jackfruit as the source of dukkha. If required, sometimes they give as a prasadam itself. I take it. Not looking upon anything as the source of dukkha. Everything is neutral. You add sukha, you add dukkha. You tell me one person in the world who is the source of happiness for everybody. Is there any person? Even Bhagavan Sri Krishna, was he source of happiness for everybody? Huh? No, of course no. There were many, Shishupala was there, Kamsa was there, so many were there. Tell me one person, Ramana Maharshi, do you think that all will love it? No, that time also people had conflict. Not a single person in the world who is source of happiness. Tell me one person who is the source of unhappiness for everybody. There is no such person. No? Usama bin Laden also had grandchildren, children and all. They, tata, they will be telling, appa, abba, Abba Jan. So they will be telling, like, there is no person. So this is a refined objectivity. What? Objects or people do not have happiness or unhappiness. Is there any item in the world which everybody likes? Is there any item? I used to think chocolate everybody likes. But there are people, I think here itself some people may be there who don't like chocolate. Huh?
Mobile, everybody.
No, there are people who don't like mobile. Really. There are people who they hate mobile. In fact, they throw away because their mobile they are suffering. They don't like mobile. There are people. In fact, you yourself may not like mobile sometimes. When it is taking away so much of your time, you get angry, feel like throwing, but don't throw. It happens. And there are people who don't like mobile. They don't keep mobile. I know some people who don't keep mobile. So, not a single object, not a single item liked by everybody, disliked by everybody. So that is a finer form of objectivity. Okay, now the last question. Are insights a result of mananam or nididhyasanam? Please explain the difference between the two. Between the two means between the mananam and nididhyasanam or? Mananam means removing the doubts by reasoning. Like how reality can be one when we are seeing the differences. If reality is one, then how come this Madhvacharya is saying like this, Madhvacharya is saying like this? So doubts are coming. So doubts are resolved. That is called mananam. So by mananam what you get? Conviction. And by nididhyasanam what you get? You get assimilation of knowledge. Removal of habitual error. See, you got conviction by mananam, but still habitual error continues. You have changed the switch from right side to left side. You only have changed. You have got conviction. But still, habitually your hand goes to right only. Why? Because 20 years switch was in the right side. So your problem is not ignorance. Your problem is not doubt. Your problem is habitual error. Many times you are staying in one place for 20 years and now you have changed the house in different direction. But if you are not mindful, it will go to the old house. Our neighbor will say, what for you came? Then you remember, oh my God, I have come to old house. So, it is not because of ignorance or doubt, it is because of habitual error. That habitual error of considering oneself to be karta, bhokta, dukhi, the samsari, that habitual error is removed by nididhyasanam. So by nididhyasanam what do you get? Jnana nishtha, abidance in wisdom. Or otherwise called assimilation of knowledge. Otherwise called removal of habitual error. Humor, laughter is also part of being childlike. However, sometimes another person's laughter can be harmful, can be hurtful. What you have written can be hurtful. Yeah. Is laughter divine? Is laughter divine, or can it be also from ignorance? That's what you say? Okay. Yes. See, if child laughs, even when situation is not worth laughing at, then people don't mind. If somebody died but child does that, people won't mind. But you, even though you have got innocence like child, but you happen to have the body of adult. So you are having the innocence at heart, but your body is of adult and people look upon you from the body angle only. They will not give you the milk bottle, Imagine you go to somebody's house and that I am imagining. So, because you consider yourself to be very innocent, no? You always say, I am very innocent like child, innocent like child. So, when you go to somebody's house and that person gives you milk bottle, okay, imagine. So, you will feel bad or not? Okay. So, just as you will feel bad if you are treated like a child, similarly, you have to respect your age of the body, your physical age, you have to respect. And you have to behave accordingly, appropriately. So there is something called appropriateness. It is not right or wrong, appropriate. So in that situation when people are having some pain and you laugh, it will be hurtful. As an adult, it is not expected of us. So we don't do it. No. That is also part of maturity. Just as innocence is the part of saintliness, being considerate to others also is a part of saintliness. So we always be mindful. Innocence is in the form of not being manipulative, enjoying simple things. That is our innocence. But definitely we respect the situation and we remember our physical age, the age of the body, and behave accordingly. I am often accused of not having a sense of humor, though inside I have a good sense of humor. So your inside sense of humor should let it get expressed. Whenever there is a situation, let it get expressed. You smile, laugh at certain situations, and best thing is you laugh at yourself. Safe. Just make fun of. So I say that, see, my hearing is like this, so I make fun of it. So that people enjoy. But not putting oneself down. Laughing but not putting oneself down. So sense of humor can be expressed. If I is the experiencer and the experienced who needs to be learn from experiences. If I is the experiencer and experience who needs to learn from experiences. Yes, experience is available for objectification. Just as this paper is available, experience is available at mental level as an object, and therefore you can learn from it. You have got experience as the object of your memory, so you utilize it and learn from it. Does that mean that experience is only when there is separatedness? No. Separatedness is there at a Vyavaharika level, but non-separateness is there at the Paramarthika level. At absolute level, there is no duality. But at functional level, transactional level, there is duality. And we are talking about learning from the experience from the standpoint of transactional reality only. In Advaita, there is no learning. Advaita is already learning has happened. Advaita is not available for any transaction. Advaita is avyavaharyam. Advaita is the truth, which is avyavaharam. Advaita is to be understood and owned up as oneself. It is not available for any transaction. Duality alone is available. So in the duality, experience is available for objectification and learning. We can learn. Okay, with this we conclude. वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति धीर मारुति अति धीर मारुति गीत मारुति संगीत मारुति दूत मारुति राम दूत मारुति भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति वीरमारुते गम्भीरमारुते 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 ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. Tomorrow morning we will have meditation 7:15 to 7:45. So we'll keep the door open up to 7:45, that small door.